Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lanier. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Rides the back and leaves it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snagged in the middle, it's Glenn. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. On the ground, it's Poe. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lanier. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football try.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block or just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, Texas and Texas A&M have been going at it today, and we finally have a winner.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more
breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. Takes a shot as he lets it go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the play. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. There's the pressure. Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Poe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Trying play action. Got his man on the right. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Looking for room. It's Poe. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll immediately call timeout. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on.
Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Poe. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me.
Turning it on! He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give on the option. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Moore will throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Moore to the air. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
6 remain. 4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to throw it. Looking to scramble. breaks into the open, headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. On the run, it's Poe. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. No idea what he could have been thinking to